Hey, Botafogo fans. Hey, everyone. Good afternoon to all of you. Welcome to Anderson Motors channel. Let's talk about Botafogo de Futebol e Regatas. Back to the topic.
Luiz Henrique's name.
Right? Some people started talking again about Luiz Henrique and the possibility of Botafogo signing their idol. Hey guys, dream or reality? We're going to explain Luiz Henrique's whole situation to you in an ethical and down-to-earth way, okay? So you can understand this whole mess between Botafogo, Zenit, and Luiz Henrique, right? Tiquinho, Soares until the end of 2027. Find out what Tiquinho Soares' contract will be like. We're going to talk about all of this right now here on Anderson Motors channel. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for all the love. Subscribe to the channel and help us reach 102,000 subscribers. Leave your like, leave your thumbs up. Your like helps more Botafogo fans discover the content here on Anderson Motors channel. I'd like to invite all of you today, starting at 7 p.m. at 19:00 to our traditional live stream. We're going to talk a lot about Botafogo de Futebol e Regatas. If you can, guys, share our videos, send them to your WhatsApp groups, okay? If you can reap the video, it's free and you help out here too. You can also redeem the gems and gift them to the channel at zero cost. And of course, I'll see you at 7 p.m. Look, there's a YouTube goal to hit by 7 p.m., okay? Help us reach it. First, Tiquinho Soares, let's go. Tiquinho Soares' contract at Botafogo can be extended until the end of 2027 if he meets certain targets. Tiquinho Soares signed a contract with Botafogo until December, but he could stay until the end of 2027. If he meets the established goals, journalist Vene Casagrande reported on the SBT Esporte Rio program.
The first trigger,
which had already been reported, or 7 goals scored, which would extend the contract until the middle of the year. However, there is still another undisclosed target to extend the contract for another 6 months. Tiquinho Soares will receive a salary of 100,000 reais per minute, one of the lowest on the team. The striker also agreed to renegotiate a debt that Botafogo owes him under terms favorable to the club. He is expected to end his career at Botafogo. Guys, let's go. Yeah, for those who follow me here, I had already told you during the live that Tiquinho's contract was until the end of the year. But if he met certain goals, it would be extended until the end of next year. Okay? I just don't know what those goals are. 100,000 reais, that's a lot. For soccer, it's not a lot. Okay? So he won't burden Botafogo's payroll. He can add to the squad. For me, he's very welcome. And if he extends the contract, it's because he managed to meet the targets. It's probably a goal-scoring target. It's probably also a target for minutes played on the field, okay? Tiquinho Soares, you're very welcome. Tomorrow at 1 p.m., his official presentation will be at the press conference, right? In the press area at Nilton Santos, live with Botafogo television broadcasting. Guys, Luiz Henrique, let's go! Botafogo is in negotiations and optimistic about bringing Luiz Henrique. Botafogo is in the market. And despite all the difficulties, there is optimism about signing a player who can elevate the team. According to Gentili, Botafogo misses having a player who is the leader of the team, someone who comes in to decide games. This was discussed with the board, and the board said they are looking for this type of player. That this situation is being resolved. There are negotiations going on. Everyone behind the scenes knows what's going on. And there's a positive atmosphere for Botafogo to move forward in this direction of having a decisive player and looking at the team in a different way, Gentili explained. Botafogo understands that this player is missing from the squad. They are working to solve it. And now the news is that, in fact, people think it might work out. I think it's for the fans to get excited. That's Gentili who's saying this. Okay, everyone. Luiz Henrique is Botafogo's dream. Botafogo's dream is still to bring Luiz Henrique back to Brazil. The striker, South American Player of the Year, wearing the Botafogo shirt, would be unhappy at Zenit. We're talking about a decisive player who could even be Luiz Henrique. From the moment they tried and couldn't get him, it's obvious there's no other Luiz Henrique. But there are other players who can make an impact. It's João Paulo's wish. Gabriel de Alba said not to give up. We're seeing Botafogo go after their dream. Whether it will happen, whether it will work out, that's another story. Come on, guys, let me talk to you here, okay? First of all, this information isn't new. Botafogo has been talking to Luiz Henrique for a while now. We've been telling you this for over a month here on the channel. And we've had this information for over a month here on the channel. In fact, I told you that Luiz Henrique's wife is pregnant. Luiz Henrique's wife wants to return to Brazil. She wants to have her child in Brazil. They are not satisfied in Russia. They are not happy in Russia. But then the possibility came up for him to hold on and come back in January. Why? What kind of negotiation does Botafogo have with Luiz Henrique? It would be a deal with Zenit, a swap between Danilo and Luiz Henrique. But that didn't happen. However, this offer is still on the table for Botafogo. This offer is still on the table for Danilo. And next week on Tuesday, the European transfer window closes. Then Danilo will have to choose. Either he stays at Botafogo until the end of the year, or he goes to Russia. So, Botafogo still dreams of being able to bring Luiz Henrique back. There is this proposal, this possibility. But you asked me a month ago, what were the chances? I said it was remote. It's still remote. And then it's all up to Botafogo. But there is indeed a possibility of bringing Luiz Henrique back to Brazil. If you're that guy who dreams, dream. There is indeed a possibility, but keep your feet on the ground. I'm not here to fool anyone. The possibility exists, but it's far from happening right now. Okay? Of course, every day is a new day. Things can move forward. But João Paulo really does dream of it, and he passed that desire on to Gabriel de Alba. Then Gabriel de Alba gave the okay. We're going to bring this player, okay? But that's what Gentilio said. Botafogo can bring Luiz Henrique back. Botafogo has to go after someone else. Botafogo has the means to bring him. What Botafogo can't do is spend money. Botafogo can spend on wages. So, according to Bernardo Gentilio, there is a possibility. The possibility that Botafogo could bring in a big name. Talking about Luiz Henrique. This negotiation has been going on for a while, but it doesn't depend only on Botafogo. Could it happen? It could happen. Dream or reality? Dream which could become reality. Understand that if someone asks you about the situation with Luiz Henrique, it's a dream that could become reality. But at this moment, it's still not reality. All right? Our reality is that Botafogo needs to turn things around, change the situation. Botafogo needs to sign a center back. Botafogo needs to sign 2 wingers. Botafogo has to hire a coach. And Botafogo needs to calm down in the Brazilian Championship. We can't go through tough times in the Brazilian League. That's the reality. Dream, Luiz Henrique coming back. All right? My friends, we're going to talk a lot more about Botafogo de Futebol e Regata starting at 7 p.m. here on Nesson Mota's channel. All right? Before you leave a like, subscribe, big hug. Best regards, Botafogo fans. And hey, I'm out. Let's go get them, Fogão. We're in this together. Thanks.